Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are good. So today here we are back with a new video, and this video is going to be on PyRevit plugin. The last two videos which I have demonstrated, those videos are basically on walls as well as on floors. If there are particular patterns which you want to show as a 3D element. When I talk about pattern, I am talking about those patterns as 3D element. In that case, I have come up with the two methods. One is the conceptual modeling, and the other one is the Revit parts method. And both of them consume quite a large space of Revit, and if those elements are in greater number, then it also slows down the model sometimes. But this hatch pattern is a 2D element, and for drafting purpose, we can go with it. And those other two methods which I have shown, that can be also implemented, but again, a system will consume a lot of memory, as well as the size of the model will also increase. Okay, so this is the hatch pattern that you can come up with using PyRevit, and I'll show you how you can make that pattern. So first of all, this is what I have created, a block of 400 by 200. And first you have to understand how the pattern system works in Revit. So for creating the pattern, I came in the drafting view, and you will find the drafting view over here in views and then in drafting view. So what I am trying to do here is I have created these two blocks, 400 by 200, and then here I have given a space for adhesive, or else you can also call it as grout. Okay, so these two blocks are for 400 by 200 out of 400 by 200, and here everywhere along its circumference, along its edges, there is what, a grout of 10 mm. But why did I leave this? Okay, so this is known as a staggered arrangement for the bricks, and what I wanted is I wanted this particular pattern to be half of this 400. So same thing I have done it here, and here also I have done the same thing. Then my another bricks, they are starting right from the edge, and then again this is closed off. So once we arrange the bricks in this manner, what it gives us is, it gives us this staggered arrangement for the bricks. Okay, so one brick is placed at the center of the other brick, and the continuation goes off. So you have to understand first how PyRevit functions in this. See, here I didn't draw any lines. So these lines will be taken from these upper lines. If I draw a line here, what will happen? There will be multiple lines which you will see here in the pattern. Okay, so what you have to do is those two lines, either you can show it at the upper edge or at the bottom edge. Either you can show on the left side or you can show on the right side. But if you show it around every edge, what will happen here? Revit will consider that as the multiple line, and then multiple lines will be drawn in that category. For example, I'll show that also. Let me just complete this. Okay, what I am doing is I am trying to demonstrate to you what will happen if I draw lines on the all four sides. Okay, I'm showing that is fine. So what would happen here? Fine. So I have closed off this pattern, and let me do the same thing here. Okay, and then I will close off everything. And then here also I have to close the line. Okay, so see, what I have done is I have closed off everything, Let me just copy this line over here, 10 mm, and then I'll just drag this down here. There's a line here, and here also. Okay. So what has happened is, what you can see here, that just for the demonstration purpose, I have drawn a line on all the 4 sides. Let me give the grout here also of 10 mm, and this thing I will drag it down to the very right end, and here we'll close this off. All right, so this is a typical wall that I have created, and if you draw these grout on all the 4 sides, how Revit will understand this pattern, that we will see now. Okay, so first, in order to create the pattern using PyRevit, see why we are going for PyRevit is because in Revit this is the manual method, and if you go through manual method, you require Excel, you require Notepad. So in Notepad, this file will be saved as path. That is completely a manual work, and that is troublesome. Okay, so PyRevit gives us the flexibility wherein no matter what pattern comes from the client, we can create our customized hatch pattern without using Notepad, without using Excel or anything. Okay, so first I will go to PyRevit, and then I will drag from left to right and will select everything. Once I select everything, I will go to PyRevit again, and then I will go to make pattern. Okay, so here what I have to do is I have to define the name for the pattern. I will say that this has to be 09, and let us keep this to create fill region, because this is what we are creating. Okay, and I want it to be model pattern. What is the difference between model pattern and detailed pattern? That I'll let this video. Okay, once I have selected all the required categories, I will go to create pattern, and I have to select 2 points. One point will be starting from left corner bottom, and the other point will be my right top corner. Okay, so what is happening in this is Revit is considering that our pattern starts from here and it ends here. Okay, so once you do that, you will get the confirmation that the pattern has been created, and now you can go here and simply select 9. See what has happened. Can you see? So this is the reason why we don't draw lines along all the 4 sides. We have to make Revit understand that this is a continuation, and this pattern goes on and on. So once we draw the lines only on the left hand side as well as on top, so what will happen? Revit will consider that as the continuation, and it will provide us a very good continuation of the staggered bond. For example, see this here. Okay, you can literally see that all the blocks are of 400 by 200. You can measure it here in this manner. Okay, in this manner. All right, so all the blocks are of 400 by 200, and it looks so clear, the continuation of the bonds. Okay, now before I have already demonstrated, if we provide lines on all the 4 sides, this is what Revit will understand, and it looks like one wall is sitting on top of another wall. Okay, so this isn't the right method to model the hatch pattern. Now see what is happening. So here you can see that there is the continuation from left to right. So when this pattern will come together, this particular brick will come in contact with this one, and it will look complete. These lines will be joined here, and it will look complete because a grout will be created by this bottom line. Okay, so this is what I have done. I have selected the entire pattern from left to right. Then I went in PyRevit, I clicked on make pattern, I specified the name, and once after specifying the name, I want this to be a fill region. I will select from left corner to right corner on top. Once I do that, I get the confirmation, and then I can simply go off and I can select my fill region. So how is it look in 3D, that we will check now. Okay, so this is a 3D model. What I will do is I will model a wall here. So this wall will start from base level and then it will go up to here. It says unconnected height. This keep as 3 meters. Okay, so what I am doing now is I have drawn the wall, and if I see it in 3D, what is happening? Okay, let me just say case 9. Oh no, why? Okay, let's see what has happened here. What exactly? Okay, so this is a section box. So I have to turn off the section box and I'll be able to see it. Okay, fine. So this is my wall, and this is just a very basic wall. So what I am doing now is I am attaching the pattern which I have created just now to this wall. Okay, so this is the correct pattern, XYZ08. Once I do that, you just click apply and see what will happen now. See this. So this is how you can apply these materials onto your element, and this will look very complete, as if there is a wall with bricks which is sitting with a grout. Okay, so this is how it will look. No matter how much you expand, the continuation will be followed, and it will be as if this is a brick wall. Okay, so this is another good practice for making the hatch patterns, and this won't consume any memory or anything, as this is the 2D details, so you can go with this also. Okay, so the difference between drafting view, I mean, if I go here, I get one option when I try to make this pattern. So this option is model pattern and then detail patterns. See, model pattern will be visible in 3D as well as in 2D, but detail pattern will be only visible in 2D, that is on views. Okay, so when it comes to detail pattern will change with respect to the scale. For example, if I am here in 3D, no matter what scale I give, these hatch patterns will not change at all. Okay, this hatch patterns will follow the settings that I have defined here. But in case of drafting pattern, what happens? They take the setting of the scale, and if you do 1:10, it will be very clumsy. If you do 1:100, it will be very big. Okay, so drafting pattern is only used in those places wherever detail is required, or else you can go with model pattern, because no matter what scale you change, it will respect that. All right, so I believe I have covered everything for hatch pattern. This is also another way of modeling a wall and then giving 2D details to it. And let us check out, let us meet for our next video. I have to see which video I will come up with. All right, so learners, thank you so much, and as always, let us rise and shine together.